Hi everybody, so we are going to make enchiladas from our pantry stores. I have beans. You can use your home canned beans. I'm just going to use these because it's easy. Got Spanish rice. We've got a jar of chicken. We have some green chilies. We have some enchilada sauce and some cream of chicken soup. The only fresh items I'll be using is cheese, onion, and sour cream. And if you don't have any of those things, I have powdered sour cream, so you can use that, rehydrate it. For the onion, you can use the minced onion or onion powder. I've got tortillas. I always keep tortillas in the pantry. They will last you for months, especially corn tortillas. Flour tortillas last a really long time too, so that's an option to keep in the pantry. You can freeze them as well for even longer, or make your dishes, freeze the dish, what have you. You can also use them as thickener in chilies and things like that. Just grind them up. And then I've got some shredded mozzarella cheese. You can use your canned cheese, cheddar cheese, whatever kind of cheese you want. So I'm going to slice up my onion. Could have gotten a better knife for this, eh? Okay. And if you don't like onion, you don't even have to use onion. You could use some fresh garlic in this. I'll probably do that. I have some minced garlic in the refrigerator. So there we go. That'll be probably more than what we need. Okay, so we're gonna get our cans open. You ever have things that are right in front of your face and you just can't see them? Open my green chilies. I will open that and open this. Nice sound. And I'm going to use some of this juice, but not all of it. I'll pour it in a container. We'll add our chicken. And we will add our green chilies. And we will start mixing this all up. Get our onion. Put about a handful of onion. If you have green onion out in the garden, you can go cut some of that, or chives. Let me get some garlic. Just that much. Just a little scant. A half teaspoon. And I'm going to use a little bit of chicken powder. And that will be my salt. pepper. And this just shows you you can make a really nice meal out of whatever you keep in your pantry. I'm a firm believer of condiments. And peppers, be it chipotle, green chilies. Soups come in handy. They'll save you on your flour and broths for enhancing a dish. You know, and other items it would take to make this sauce. If you have your own home canned, you can use that as well. I just want to show you, if you're not a canner, you can use the store-bought canned chicken, and I want that shredded up. Store-bought canned chicken is just fine. You can use leftover rotisserie chicken or roast chicken, fried chicken, whatever chicken you have. This can be a leftover makeover meal. This is a nice filling. I'm going to add cheese to it as well when I fill the tortillas, and I just put them in a skillet with a little oil. I find corn tortillas roll better that way. You can use flour tortillas, doesn't matter. You do not have to use the sour cream in this recipe. You can just, I'm going to mix it with some of the green enchilada sauce. So they have like a sour cream topping. I'm just shredding up that meat. This does not have to be hot. Everything's already cooked. I'm going to cook it in the oven until it's hot and bubbly through. So this is ready. I can put it in a bowl. Get all that goodness out of there. And then I'm going to rinse this pan and I'll make my rice in it. Okay, give it a quick wash. Then we can just do our rice in that. We're not dirtying any more dishes. So now what I'm going to do is make our topping. So I got our sour cream, which, like I said, you don't have to use it. I always shake these cans up. I have some home canned. Like I said, I'm trying to show what you may have on hand. They do have sour cream powder if you want to keep that on your shelf. I have some of that. And we're going to mix some sour cream with our enchilada sauce. And this is what we are going to cover our enchiladas with. All my dogs are just laying on the floor. They don't do this all the time, but if I turn on this camera, they are there. Just incorporate that. Probably use a whisk and do it a lot quicker. And do it to your taste. You know. Or your desired consistency. If you want it more sour cream flavor. This will be pretty good, pretty 50-50 flavor wise. And then we'll just roll them up. Well, at least I did it on a cutting board instead of getting it all over the stove, right? So I have my cheese in it. So I'm going to add the rest of this sauce in the bottom of the pan. Like you would enchiladas, you'd add a little bit of sauce. I don't even know if you've seen anything I've done. So I mixed all but about a quarter cup of that enchilada sauce with the probably a cup, 3/4 of a cup of sour cream. Now, get our filling and our cheese. I'm running out of room. Okay, so we have our tortilla. I'm going to put our filling in it. Some cheese. And I buy those big blocks at Sam's, and if you seal and meal those, cut it into chunks and seal and meal it, they will last you for months. Fill our tortilla, add some cheese, roll it up, and I lay them seam side down, and just repeat the process. And you can get quite a few of these. The more you add to your meat, the more items, you know, the more filler you have, the further you can stretch these enchiladas. And if you have somebody who doesn't eat chicken, just mix all the stuff together and mix it in the cheese, and they can have vegetarian. You could go vegan if you get that daya, and you can substitute the chicken with tofu. Or whatever product they have out there that would work for this application. I'm going to stuff as many in this pan as I can. You can make a whole bunch of these and put them in the freezer and cook them later. See if I can squish them over. Get 2 more in there. So you could make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could make a dozen of these with that filling. I put more in these than they needed to have. Okay, and any leftovers after you eat, they're good frozen as well. Just put them in the freezer and heat when you want them. Sorry, I have to wash my hands. Okay, now we're going to top them with that sour cream sauce we made. I could make more for the freezer just with what I still have left to work with. Cheese and put it in the oven at 350 to 375 until it is all hot and bubbly. Okay, I'm going to pop these in the oven and I will show it to you when everything's coming together to the plate. Alrighty, so I'm plating these up. They're very juicy. You could have added way more chicken than I did too. Oh, and these will make really good nachos. If you don't have tortillas, you can use chips if you have chips. Make some really good nachos. And I have some cheese left. You can add a little of that to your beans. And there it is, guys. There's our chicken enchilada dinner. Not bad for a pantry meal. So if you have any questions, let me know down below. If there are other recipes you'd like to see with canned foods, let me know that too. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subbed, think about doing that. And yeah, I appreciate you all. Stay safe. Wash your hands.